Hey, I'm meteorologist Doug Myers with the latest look at your forecast. And yesterday, as will be the case over these next couple of days, clouds, a frontal boundary, and rain will have a factor as far as how warm an area will get. But temperatures ranged anywhere from 82 in Marysville to 94 in Emporia yesterday. And taking a look at how much rain we've had since Sunday, most spots have received at least a quarter-inch worth of rainfall. There are some areas, especially down around the Council Grove, Emporia area, where you don't see any green showing up, and that indicates less than a quarter-inch. But there's also several spots in the blue or even purple that have received at least an inch worth of rainfall. So we will continue to monitor the rain early this morning, as we'll talk about here in a little bit. But temperatures, once again, will generally be in the 80s. Still could have some 90s further down to the south, and it's still going to be humid. So for those that are able to get in the 90s, and I'm a little bit hesitant on the heat advisory making it up towards I-70 in Topeka, especially. But if we are able to clear out enough, temperatures will be closer to 105 across the area. I think 105 would probably be the maximum. I don't think it'll get higher than that. And then obviously north of I-70 because of the higher probability of it being much cooler, with the potential for rain in the area that may even keep temperatures in the 70s. Obviously no heat advisory there. We are going to be humid again for tomorrow, but you'll notice the range of humidity as we head into Sunday and Monday. It gradually comes down, and so that's going to feel really nice compared to what it's been recently and what it will be today and tomorrow. It does come up a little bit by Tuesday, though, so being a little bit muggy and possibly humid at times, and so we just kind of get an idea of what to expect for our humidity values over the next several days. All right, as far as the rain is concerned, we are keeping an eye on rainfall, especially north of I-70 this morning and even into the afternoon. That we'll be keeping a close eye on. Right now, the good news is the latest computer models have us drying out by this evening. So if you have any evening plans, you should be okay the way it looks right now, as most of the storm activity will come in after midnight once again. We'll continue to monitor the storm activity. This is going to be important because with the cold front coming through Saturday night and bringing us well, right now it looks like a decent chance for storms. However, if these storms that we have on Saturday morning linger a little bit longer, as well as the clouds lingering a little bit longer, that might not allow the atmosphere to recover enough for there to be some substantial storms that could potentially become severe for late Saturday afternoon, Saturday night storms. But here's a look at what this latest supercast is indicating through 1 a.m. on Sunday. So once again, we will continue with on and off showers and thunderstorms, a lot of it being during the overnight periods and early morning hours, but much like what we've had the past 2 days, I still can't rule out storms at any point in time during the day either. And so it's just kind of tricky weather pattern that whatever you need to do, if you have any yard work or anything that you need to do outside, checking the radar before heading out is going to be key. So for today and tonight, it's going to be a marginal risk of severe weather. And then for tomorrow into tomorrow night, we have that slight risk of severe weather with that cold front pushing through. So what does that cold front do? Well, we're mostly in the low 90s as we head into tomorrow for the weekend. May have some mid-90s if we're able to clear out with some sun. And then by Sunday, we're in the 80s with the lower humidity, and so it's going to be much nicer. But we have to watch out for those winds on Sunday. I think winds could gust around 30, maybe even up to 35 miles per hour. Monday will be much nicer. Even though it does get just a touch warmer, technically, it's going to still remain low humidity, and it's a nice start to the morning, too, low 60s. Right now, I'm not seeing any 50s, but it's possible. For Monday and Tuesday mornings, with some spots getting close to the upper 50s. And then we do get the humidity returning. That's going to keep those lows more in the mid-60s rather than low 60s. And we'll keep an eye on a couple rounds of storms as well. It doesn't get too extreme with the heat, but there is a little bit of differences in the long-range computer models on just how hot it will get. But that'll be something that we'll continue to keep an eye on. But generally speaking, really for these next 8 days, even when those areas get in the low to mid 90s at times for these next 2 days especially, heat index values will be fairly high, but at least the heat isn't going to be as extreme as it could be with the humidity. So that'll be something to watch out for. Just stay safe and stay weather aware, especially for these next 2 days with the heat and the storm chances.